They say you're a bigot.
Yeah, it's totally untrue. That's political correct nonsense, but I'm willing to take that hit if I have to. I think there's been a lack of full cooperation from too many people in the Muslim community.
The leadership in the Muslim community does not sufficiently cooperate with law enforcement. We're not getting the level of cooperation that we need from the Muslim community.
From talking to law enforcement officials, I hear it time and time again. The number of their leaders do not cooperate with law enforcement,
The Muslim Public Affairs Council, MPAC, reports that about a third of all foiled al-Qaeda-related plots in the U.S. relied on support or information provided by members of the Muslim community.
There is a flow of information from the Muslim community, whether it's through their outreach and communication with mosques or business leaders or other organizations, to law enforcement.
Unfortunately, we have too many mosques in this country.
Too many mosques in the country.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are.
We identified numerous practices of Muslim American communities that we believe contribute towards preventing radicalization. It is a common and regular practice of Muslim American individuals and organizations to denounce the use of violence to achieve political ends. We definitely found evidence that the communities are policing themselves. The more vibrant and the richer Muslim American communities are, those things have a preventative effect on radicalization.
In 2004, I said that 80% of the mosques were controlled by extremists. That was based on testimony
by Sheikh Kabani, who was a Muslim leader during the Clinton administration. He testified that he thought over 80% of the mosques in this country were controlled by radical imams.
Now, I don't know today whether it could be more than 80%, it could be less than 80%.
And certainly from what I've seen and dealings I've had, that number seems accurate.
This is very unusual for our country because despite the person's ethnic background or religious background, when a war begins, we're all Americans. But in this case, that is not the situation. The fact is the Muslim community does not cooperate anywhere near to the extent that it should.
And one picture at the tail end of this photo essay was of a mother in Arlington Cemetery, and she had her head on the headstone of her son's grave. And it gave his awards, Purple Heart, Bronze Star, and then at the very top of the headstone, it didn't have a Christian cross, it didn't have a Star of David, it had a crescent and a star of the Islamic faith. And his name was Kareem Rashad Sultan Khan, and he was an American.